You know how family rivalries can get messy? Well, how about one that escalates into a full-blown war of philosophies? Today, we're diving into how one single entity, the resentment demon, doesn't just add fuel to the fire between two sisters, it becomes the very engine of their battle. And this right here, this quote from Draculina to her sister Vampirella, it just cuts right to the heart of their whole conflict. See, this isn't really about good versus evil. It's about what it actually means to be free from your past. One sister thinks she found freedom through control, while the other is looking for it in pure chaos. So you're probably wondering, where did this thing even come from? What's so wild about it is that this isn't some ancient evil, dug up from the depths of hell. Nope, this thing is brand new. Basically an accidental side effect of one sister's big moment of personal triumph. Okay, so how does a demon just pop into existence? Well, it all starts when Vampirilla absorbs this cosmic power source, the Lunaris Archaeadion, and becomes the Twilight Monarch. But here's the crucial part. To level up, she has to shed her resentment. All that pain, that identity that was shaped by her manipulative mother. The thing is, all that powerful, raw emotion, it doesn't just vanish into thin air. Oh no, it clumps together, it coalesces, and it becomes its own new, nasty, parasitic being. And right at this moment, who should stumble upon this raw, discarded piece of her sister's soul? Yep, Draculina. And the choice she makes right then and there, well, it changes absolutely everything that comes next. And this just lays it all out, doesn't it? Two sisters, same shared trauma, two totally different paths. Vampirella's whole deal is mastering her pain, controlling her story, and then casting that pain aside. But Draculina, she's got her own issues, her own grievances, and she sees this raw power. And what does she do? She dives right in. She embraces it, deciding to make her sister's discarded pain her newfound strength. So let's be super clear here. The resentment demon isn't just some random monster. It's a parasite born from one sister's decision to move on that becomes the literal engine for the other sister's entire worldview and our source of incredible power. It's weaponized trauma, pure and simple. Okay, so Draculina merges with this thing. And the result? It's not just a power-up. It completely transforms her. It crystallizes her entire ideology, making her the perfect philosophical opposite of her sister, the monarch of control. And this table, man, it really lays out just how deep this clash goes. You've got Vampirella, who believes suffering is something you forge into strength, you take control. Then there's Draculina, running on demon fuel, who's all about letting that suffering define you and using it to get payback. And that fundamental split, it affects everything they do, from purifying mirror shards versus corrupting them, all the way down to how they use their powers. And the change in Draculina is, wow, it's instant, and it's total. She literally becomes the very chaos that Vampirella threw away. Her magic gets twisted with this raw, unfocused resentment. Her human side, Katie, is basically locked in a cage inside her own mind. And her eyes, they start glowing red, a perfect, chilling contrast to her sister's violet. But Vampirella sees it totally differently. From her point of view, what Draculina calls freedom is just another kind of prison. She's not choosing her own destiny. She's just endlessly reacting to old pain, basically letting the past pull her strings. So you know where this is heading, right? A huge final showdown. But this isn't just about throwing punches. The real goal is to get to the source of it all, the demon. And what happens next isn't just a victory, it's a bombshell revelation. So in the heat of their final battle, Vampirella does something pretty drastic. She uses her black light fire, this unique power she has that's all about purification, and just forcibly rips the resentment demon right out of her sister's soul. She purges the parasite. And just like that, it's gone. In that sudden quiet, without the demon screaming in her head, Draculina has this moment of terrifying clarity. She sees everything she's done, all the rage, and it hits her. Her sister was right. Her path of chaos wasn't freedom at all. It was just being a slave to their trauma, but in a different way. But here's the thing. Getting rid of the demon doesn't magically fix everything. This isn't the end for Draculina. It's a whole new chapter. She ends the fight, sure, but she doesn't join her sister. Instead, she walks away to figure things out on her own, to try and master her own chaos, without the demon and without her sister's influence. And that brings us right back to where we started, to that central debate. Vampirella found her path by cutting away the parts that hurt. Draculina embraced them and got lost. Now she's trying to find a third way. And it leaves us all wondering, right? When you're dealing with your own past, your own demons, what is the true path to freedom?